What's up, YouTube? How is everyone? I am hoping good. Happy, what is today? Wednesday. Jeez Louise. No, it's not. It's only Monday. I'm recording these because I'm going to be gone Thursday and Friday. I'm going to the Post Malone concert in Denver on Thursday, and I'm so fucking excited. I just love him. He's one of my favorites. I just think he's awesome. So I am trying to get everything done, and so I'm not stressed by the end of the week. I'm busy with creating furniture and paintings and all kinds of stuff for the Spring Bazaar where I live. I'm going to have a booth there, and so I am busy trying to get that all ready, and then also doing this, and of course, my other job, and just trying to, make it through this life happy and healthy and make it fulfilling and be grateful for everything I have. I hate how my glasses glare. I don't want to wear them like that. I look like an old lady. No way, Jose. Anyways, I'm coming today with a tarot card reading. It's from my steampunk tarot deck, and it's just more than like it's just like a general reading. I already pulled the cards. I did on all of them, so then I could just do video after video after video. I know some people don't like that, but that's just the way it is. I will maybe next week start doing it in front of the camera if I have time. It's just that, I'm trying to really get used to doing this and, get my groove down because I still haven't gotten it down yet. So I'm hoping to do that and then, just get on track with everything. Well, we'll get started. I'll move you this way so then you don't have to obviously look at me. Plus, I kind of got this really cool, I want to show you this really cool thing I bought yesterday. Let me turn it off. You'll probably be able to see it better. It's just really cool. Something cheap, but I like the light. So I think it was really cool to add to my little collection, of course. Okay, well, let's get started. The first card I pulled was the Eight of Moss. And ooh, you can see the cards today. This is a card of travel, communication, and great news, like good news coming your way. So Spirit says, fly wherever your heart desires. Journeys, actions, and happiness is ahead. That's what I'm hearing. So that's always good. The second card I pulled was the Hermit in reverse, which I'm a hermit. And I've been in hermit mode for quite a while because I've been going through my awakening and my journey and the dark night of the soul. So I've kind of really just pulled back from the world. So this one, it wouldn't surprise me if this card isn't. Well, I think it kind of means the same thing if I remember right. Let me see what I get from it. Enforced isolation at a time where you prefer support from others. But the thing that you're not realizing is that you're doing it to yourself because you're fearing rejection. And that's definitely, I have to say, for me, that's definitely true. I'm not really keen on rejection, and I've really felt rejected the last, 5 years of my life, going on 6 years. It's been really rough for me. So maybe I'm about to come out of my hermit phase because I'm really ready to get back in the groove of life and start, meeting my goals, because I always have a ton of goals to do. And so I'm sure that's a card that was meant for me also, along with many of you, I'm sure. The next card I had pulled was the Page of Bees, and it was in reverse. And this card speaks to me about legal issues. In reverse, it would kind of tell me maybe delays in legal issues. Also, maliciousness and even lies might lead you to like an uncomfortable situation in your life. That's probably for me too, I'm sure. or, even in the atmosphere. Um, Gossip and interference will will be trying to interfere in somewhere, like some part of your life, if it's a relationship, if it's, work, if it's, you're trying to meet your goals and start something new. People are just horrible people. I mean, I have experienced it so much that it's just, I don't know if people that smile at my face are really genuine people, or if they're here to see what I'm doing, or to spread lies and hate about me. And I've had people do horrible things to me. I mean, when it comes to that, and then I had like a whole town of people just jump on board, and just yeah, it's been quite the experience. And of course, it still hasn't stopped, even though I don't know. But I've learned to kind of live with it, which is unfortunate. No one should ever have to learn to live with anything like this. But I'm just a really strong-willed person. I'm very strong, and I'm very, very stubborn. So I'm not going to let people do this to me. And I'm getting a lot better because I don't put up with very much anymore. When I was younger, I didn't put up with shit, and then I got kind of, as I got older, I got married to a man that was very. He was a narcissist. He was very controlling. He was abusive. So I think I kind of lost my voice and my strength when I was with him, and became very timid and like quiet because I didn't want to upset him. And then it's taken me, almost 6 years to come back, and but the only difference now is back in my younger days. I mean, I definitely would not avoid getting in a fight. I used to love to fight, to be honest. But now, I mean, if I had to, I would, but I prefer not to because I just believe more in love and peace and that stuff. So, the next card I pulled is the Five of Moss, and it was upright, so it's not reversed. Let me see. I'm getting strong opinions, of course, around you. This must be reading for me. That is making it hard for you to hear your own opinions, your own thoughts. This is a time you are being tested, and even it and it could even bring conflict to a situation or into your life. You need to make sure that you stand your ground. Don't back down. And then I'm also hearing check the facts and paperwork. That's very, very important. You'll be fine. And then also, if you have teenage kids or children, they're going to be testing your patience. Oh my Lord. This reading's definitely hitting home for me. And the last card I pulled is the Magician, which I love this card in this deck. It's so cool looking. And people look at the Magician, and sometimes in a negative way. I don't always perceive it that way. I'm able to do magic, and and I don't do it in any type of harmful way. I do it more to protect myself, and to set my intentions, and just to work on myself mostly. And then obviously I bind people from doing harm for me because I have to do that. People just seem to come at me, and just they I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm so kind-hearted. I'm such an empath that I'm really good to people. I'm a giver. I don't know what it is. They just seem to really not. I don't know if they don't like me. I don't know if it's my personality. I don't know. It's strange. I used to have I used to have a ton of acquaintances. I used to think they were all my friends, but I learned really quick, when bad things happen in your life, that you don't have very many friends. But now I don't have any. I mean, really, I have such a hard time trusting people, and I don't know. I just close myself off to the world, which is very unfortunate because I'm such a fun, outgoing person. I have a great personality. I have a lot to offer, and people don't seem to get to see it. But I am working on that. That's coming out of my hermit stage. Anyways, okay, back to the Magician. I'm getting creativity, action, and positive change. I feel that you will make good decisions, and it will help you solve your problems that you're going through right now in life. And it will allow you to make progress in your life. And it's right now is a great time for you to manifest what you are wanting in life. It's an excellent time for you to manifest, your goals, I mean, if you want a loving relationship, make sure you're detailed on what you want and who, not really so much who you want, it just the qualities and what you're striving for or your goals. If you're looking for a certain kind of job or you're wanting a new job, make sure that you specify when you're manifesting what, exactly do you want with that job. And so that's really important. But right now is a great time for you to manifest. So if you're watching this video, I would get started. The full moon's today. Woohoo! I love the full moon. Actually, I feel really good today. And usually I don't, full moons don't really make me feel, I wouldn't say really depressed or anything like that. I feel the energy of it. And so it gives me more energy and I feel more lively and, even my skin looks better and I just feel really good. So, definitely get out and enjoy the full moon. It's a super moon. I believe there's only 3 this year. I read where there was 2, but I believe I read that there was 3, and this is the first one of this year. It's the worm moon. It's in Virgo. They call it the worm moon because, all the slugs and all the creatures from the earth are coming out because spring, it's a good sign for spring. Spring's, on its way, thank goodness. And it's just, moons are just beautiful if you get out and you could just soak in the light from it and the energy and just really appreciate it and tell it, how beautiful it is and thank you for all all it does for us and what it gives us. And, it just really is, that stuff's just really important. And I'm a Cancer, so I'm ruled by the moon. So I'm just the moon girl. And I like to do, I have a shadow book I like to write in and I write my intentions in there and I do some spells, but none of my spells are ever, I've never done a spell to harm anyone. I don't believe in that. I think and if I wanted to, I definitely could. I mean, I'm very powerful when it comes to that, but I do it mostly for, good things to happen. And not so much I'm like casting love spells. I don't do that either. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that you have to make somebody love you. I believe that you should, somebody should love you for who you are. You shouldn't be casting spells on them to keep them or something like that. I had a boyfriend that did that to me one time, and he was this older guy. And when I first met him, he was all right looking. I mean, but he was a complete asshole to me, and I could not figure out why. We'd break up, and then I'd go back to him, and finally we went to Vegas over for I think a weekend or a couple days or something, and I got food poisoning, and I was so sick. Oh my gosh, I was so sick. And he was mad because I couldn't go out, and I'm like, well, I mean, I was throwing up like every I don't know, 5 minutes, it felt like. And so he left me and didn't even, he went out and partied and did whatever he, did and left me just in the room. And I was really, really sick. I probably should have had gone to the hospital. I was that sick. And I remember flying home the next day and I looked over at him and he was the most ugliest man I had ever seen in my life. We got home and I mean, not 5 minutes after he dropped me off, I was on the phone and I just told him I never wanted to see him again. And what's really funny is that he ended up marrying my best friend from high school. So, and they're a good pair. She always had to have my leftovers, it was kind of one of those things, which I think is funny. And I was more than happy to allow her to have him because he went from, when I first met him, he was really fun and outgoing and, and just, he was like 15 years older than me, I believe. And so but his personality and everything made him a lot more attractive to me. But then, he changed and he was a selfish asshole that, just was not a good person. And so, I mean, I definitely don't regret that whole scenario because we were engaged and everything. So thank God I didn't marry him. Well, anyways, I hope everybody has a great rest of the day. I'm obviously sending positive vibes, love, healing, happiness, make sure that you do something kind for someone today, please, for me at least. And then also, please like and subscribe and share my video because I would like to have more subscribers. I know that I'm still kind of getting the hang of things, but I will, and I promise it'll get more exciting and a little bit more organized, I guess. So anyways, everybody have a great rest of your day. Many kisses and peace always.